almost level 50.
Baby. Gamer versus baby.
Hello everyone. Today we're talking about the most anticipated MMO of 2012, Guild Wars 2. I'm very excited for its upcoming release and have to say that it is probably one of the most unique MMOs that I have ever seen. It takes a lot of the best elements from MMOs that I have played in the past and combines them to make an amazing game. Tonight we'll be running through some warrior PvP footage and giving you some tips and tricks on how to play a warrior. First, you need to understand that there are many different styles of play due to the range of weapons and abilities that accompany those weapons. We will be covering the warrior with dual swords that has a second set of sword and shield. Dual swords focuses on conditional damage such as bleeds in order to cause as much damage as possible. Opening with Savage Leap is a good way to close distance and avoid being kited by ranged players. Use it sparingly though, because you don't want to find yourself without it when you need it most. Using Hamstring shortly after your leap will cripple your opponent, making it difficult to get out of range of your melee attacks. This will allow you to use your number 1 abilities, which begin stacking bleeds on your opponent, causing damage over time. During combat, you may be forced to chase your opponent. Sometimes it is best to avoid tunnel vision and just focus on the objective, but for the sake of conversation, here's how you handle that situation. Your bleeds and crippling abilities will come in handy, as well as your Savage Leap as you follow the enemy player. While dual wielding your swords, the warrior has a ranged ability called Impale, in which you throw your sword at your opponent and cause bleeding, such as right now. Keep the bleeds and slows on your opponent as long as you can, and save that leap for any situation in which your opponent gets some distance from you. Keep a close eye on your health. You never know when an opponent will take advantage of your low health. Taking a few extra seconds out of a combat will only help in the long run, as out of combat regen is pretty fast. If you do find yourself downed, it isn't the end for you. When downed, you have 4 abilities that will allow you to fight back or revive. You can either throw a rock, Hammer Toss, which will knock down and incapacitate your opponent for a short time, Vengeance, which will revive you for 15 seconds and then kill you again, or Bandage Yourself, which will slowly heal and revive you over time. Every player has the option to revive an ally in or out of combat. This option gives a whole new dynamic to the game. Be aware of what is happening around you, and make a decision on whether it is better to help a downed ally or to finish off an enemy. Be aware of what abilities are being cast around you. You don't want to be that dummy running into an invisible wall over and over again, because you don't know what that ability is. Sometimes, for the sake of survivability, you have to throw on your sword and shield and play defense. While wearing a shield, you can block all attacks for a short time, and Shield Bash, which disables your opponent. Although this may not always work out for your survival, it will allow for your teammates to do more damage while your enemy focuses you. An important part of the game is being able to rally after you have been downed. Rallying is when you automatically revive because a nearby opponent is killed while you are in a downed state. I've never played an MMO with this option, and find it very refreshing and unique to Guild Wars 2. I hope you have found this video helpful. Here's some extra combat footage for your enjoyment, and please post any questions you have down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Gamer vs. Baby.